Hi, I'm Sifu Kuttel, and in this video, we're going to be working with the Taiji spear. So grab your spear, make sure to have some space, and let's get to work. Now the technique in this video is going to be focusing on tapping with the spear. So we're going to go a little bit out of the realm that we've been focusing on spear thrusting techniques. This time we're using the head of the spear to either slash with the tip, or if it has a long blade like this spear, we're going to try to use it to cut and slice. Now the tapping mechanism uses both backhand and front hand, and it goes back to our spear maxim: backhand locked, front hand loop. In this case, we want to make sure that when the backhand is going up, our intention is coming downward with the front hand. It's that counterbalance, and vice versa. When our backhand comes down, the spear tip comes up. So really focus on that as we're working on this technique, as well as making sure your hand positions are in the correct spot. Especially when we're coming over, we want to make sure that we have it on the same side with our right hand going underneath the left elbow. You'll see as we do it. So grab your spear, let's go get to work. As we do this technique, make sure to keep the spear fundamentals in mind: backhand lock, front hand loop. Now, as we do the front hand loop, it's not just to guide the spear for thrusting as we do with other techniques, but in fact, we want our palm to back up the strike or the block. So if I'm pulling back, I want my palm to turn to help pull back with the spear. Now also, we're going to have a lot of work with our right hand to balance the spear. If I'm tapping down, my right hand has to raise up. If I'm pulling back, my right hand has to come up. I can't just pull back from this down position. We want to get as much power back as we can. Okay? So let's start from a neutral position. We'll have kind of our empty stance like when we do repulse monkey. Palm up, right hand back down below the hip, not attached to it. And then I'm going to tap down with the tip of the spear. So as I do this, my left hand is going to let the spear extend forward, right hand is going to come up, and then left hand is going to press down. So here, tap. Okay, we're aiming for the leg itself. We want to get in on the top, tap down, or we can try to cut through with the hands. So tap. Now from here, I'm going to pull the spear back, and then I'm going to bring my hand over as I step away, shifting back, and then blocking away from me. Okay, so if I'm facing towards you from my neutral position, I tap, pull back, wrap the arm, and then block as I step away. Okay, now we can do a couple of blocks in a row. You can step one, bring it over, two. It should function like rowing a boat, okay? But for the sake of this technique, we're only going to do it one time. So again, from our neutral position, tap. Now from here, pull back, bring it across, block. Now this is where we're going to change directions of the technique. So here, I'm going to step out, bow stance, and then keeping the spear on the same side of my body, I'm going to bring it up over the top as I shift forward and tap down with the spear. Notice the end position, my right arm ends up right underneath my left. Okay, and we're going to be hitting around face level. All right, let's do that again. So we have from our neutral position, tap, pull back, block, step out to bow stance, shift forward, and tap down. Now if I'm facing a little bit off angle, from here, from our neutral position, tap, pull back, block, step out, and then extend the spear forward as we tap down. Okay? This one takes up a lot of space. It's not easy to show in this little area. All right? So again, if I'm going to tap from my neutral position, tap down, pull back, block, step, and then as I shift forward, it hinges and slides forward, and I tap. Okay? Now, if I'm facing towards you for this last part, you want to see that as I bring the spear over, comes down, I want to end at face level. I don't want to try to go down below and then swing it back up. So really focus on your control of the spear at this point. Okay, so there you have it. The thing that I like about this technique in particular is that we're focusing on two ways of doing the tap. It's not just that we're using two different stances, but we're doing a low, almost diving tap. And then on our second one, we're trying to tap at head level. So we change the position of our arms where we have more of the counterbalance for tapping low and then going underneath the elbow for tapping high. I think this is really unique, and especially when we start implementing different stances and of course the direction change, it adds a lot of dynamics to just a simple combination. Hope you enjoy this one. Be sure to check out other spear training videos in the playlist, and I'll see you next time.